Yeah, as we've talked to different lenders, there's definitely lenders that are set up with a, a consumer direct sort of lead funnel, and they have lead sources, and they have different forms and sources that they're getting. Loansure would be one of those that are they're consistent lead flow, compliant. They check all the boxes with TCPA consent. The
Yep.
consumers opting in, they're requesting information, and those are generally the where we can make the biggest impact because we have, and for the client and for their own benefit, permission to contact those folks, and so there's a lot of lenders out there that are sort of compiling public record data and county record information and trying to go out after that. And, that is a dangerous place to be playing today, as they don't have permission, consent to contact and things like that. And we get approached a lot where they'll say, hey, here's our whole CRM. Go ahead and call it, and there's,
Yeah.
maybe 5, 6,000 records, 10,000, maybe even 20,000 records in there. But with our dialing cadences and things, even if they were consent-based records, we're going to run through that data pretty quickly, and then we'll be out, and we won't be able to create a consistent path. So we're looking for partners and mortgage lenders, probably much like you, where they have a higher number of loan officers that they work with. They're consumer direct. They have an inside sales team, if you will. They feed them with leads that are consent based. They have a marketing budget. They're spending, anywhere from, you know, $500,000 to several $1 million a month on leads, and they've got that budget and they've been spending on that. We treat that data as if it's an inventory. So it's like that's an asset that you own, and how can we get more sales from that asset? And those
Yeah.
leads, they can be, it may be a bad time right now when we reach out to them, but we can reach out to them again. And within permissions and the state dialing regulations and things like that, we can go out after and follow up and see if there's interest 30, 60 days later, and get them back into talk with a loan officer, find a need. We try to uncover that need, like you said, that pain point. Maybe it's they have a over bearing amount of credit card debt, and they have equity and they want to access it for that, or maybe they because of the rate that they have, they can't buy a different home. They're in their home at a 2.9% rate. They don't want to lose that rate. They're going to stay in that home, but it needs updating. They need to do some remodeling because it was built in 1995, and they need to
Sure.
do a kitchen. They need to do bath remodel or something like that. We find out those needs. We can communicate that to the lender, the loan officer, and let them kind of further dive into that conversation. It's less about why do you want to do a cash out refi today, and more about what are some of the challenges you're dealing with, and how can I help you solve those with the great loan products that we have, and make it affordable for you so that you can access your equity and you can do the things that you want to do. Because ultimately, that's a benefit to the consumer, and let's help them tap into and access that. So I guess that's a little bit about how we approach it.